record on the video. It doesn't matter because I'm just going to sync clap, and that way we'll have it. So we're recording?
Yes.
Okay.
One.
Well, no, we'll just start it. I'm just going to sync clap and cut from there.
Yeah, I'm going to clap.
It doesn't matter when we clap.
Oh.
As long as there's a spike in the audio and I see it in the video,
okay,
I could just hit the thing. But if you really want to do it, you can go ahead. Okay, we're recording video. Okay. You just want to keep clapping. Okay.
You got two of them there.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter now because I've talked over this shit.
So do I clap again?
Yeah, clap again.
Go for the third one.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Talking Bull. I'm Anthony, and this is Nick.
Hi.
We are Talking Bull, and we are going to give you a rundown of the nerd news we found this week, as well as our main topic of the week. This week's main topic is going to be the Flash and Arrow season finales. Instead of trying to figure out what topic we were going to do, we were like, hey, let's just do those two shows because they finished and there's a lot to talk about. So instead of wasting time talking about them and not getting anything in, we decided, hey, let's do that. And plus, neither of us thought of a topic. So, we're winging it. Week 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you want to start? You want to start off with the news and lead into our topic today?
Yes.
All right.
Let's do the news.
So starting off with this news, what do you got? We'll start with your news.
Okay. I think we'll start with the bigger issue that came out this week.
Yes.
Was the Zack Snyder stepping down.
Yes.
From Justice League.
As a big story this week.
Due to a family tragedy.
Yes.
His daughter, which is because he works with his wife, right?
Yeah.
Deborah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she's always a producer, right?
Yeah, she's the producer of all the movie, but not the mother.
Oh, okay.
Yes, from what I read.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Not the mother.
Oh, okay.
Because there was a tweet he put out later on.
Yeah. And
it said that thank you for all the support, me, Deb, and he listed the mother's name. I'm drawing a blank. And in brackets he wrote Autumn's mother.
Oh, okay.
So Deborah's not the mother.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, neither did I.
Oh, okay.
But so she had unfortunately committed suicide in March.
Yeah.
And he wanted to
keep it private.
Keep it to himself. He thought originally that keeping himself busy with work would help.
Yeah.
Ultimately, he has decided to step back from the movie in post-production, along with the summer scheduled pickups that they're going to do.
Yeah.
And in his absence, Joss Whedon has been brought in to finish those pickups and the editing process of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, because
apparently Joss Whedon had already been working on the project.
Unbeknownst to us.
Because he was the one that had written those pickups that Zach was going to film in the summer. Now he's just writing and directing them himself.
Yeah. So,
yeah. It's terrible.
It is. It's a sad news story. Mm-hmm. I'm glad. My whole thing was I was glad that everyone was awesomely respectful about it.
Yes.
Because normally when a director drops out of a movie this late or drops out for any reason, the internet loses their goddamn collective mind.
Yeah, well, I think that was part of the
initial reason why he decided to not say anything to begin with. Mm-hmm. Was he didn't want the fans to do what the fans normally do in this occasion, which is tear everyone a new one because the internet is the internet.
Had he just been okay, I'm walking away from Justice League, everyone would have been oh, so he was fired because Batman didn't do this.
Yeah, because of all the stuff everyone had already said about him.
Unfortunately, he had to make that tough choice and allow us into his personal life.
Yeah.
I'm just reading that. I wanted to find the tweet he put out.
Okay.
It says, thanks for the outpouring of support. I can't express how much it means to Debbie and I and Autumn's mother, Denise, at such a difficult time. So,
okay.
Yes. Yes. Very, very sad. Very unfortunate that it happened.
Yeah, very.
Wish him and his family the best.
Yes, definitely. I'm just glad to see that he is stepping away from a project to be with his family.
Yeah.
And not just working. Mm-hmm. I think it's at least in my experience.
Yeah,
not in my experience. I would say just better.
In March a little bit, but yeah.
It's good he ultimately decided that my family is first and foremost before a movie, any movie, what it is. So I'm glad for that, and I'm glad everyone was supportive and not a dick. Because, as we know, the internet can be very dickish.
Yeah, it could have gone another way, but
Yeah.
I'm glad it went out this way.
I'm glad.
Moving on to other, of course, DC news this week.
Yes.
Just after that, I think it was the next day, we find out Doug Liman drops out of Justice League Dark. Which is now, I believe, the
14th? Oh, 5th.
Fifth director to
drop out of this
leave
movie.
a project.
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
my God.
well,
What is with
I'm
DC
gonna go-
properties and directors?
I would say
Snyder
four. It's gonna be
aside.
four. It
Yeah.
would be the fourth director. I'm not counting Affleck. Like, I'm not counting him leaving Batman.
No.
No.
But seriously,
I think
what
he's
is
still a part of it. He's still
Yeah.
you
But
know
what
I
is
mean?
with
It's just too much for
directors
one
leaving
person to
DC
do.
movies?
But I'm counting the two guys from Flash.
Yeah.
I'm counting the one, the first woman they got for Wonder Woman.
Yep.
So that's 3. Now,
Aquaman, didn't he lose the director
Nope.
too? I
No.
thought he did.
No, he never
He's
did.
the only one that hasn't
the
lost
only one that
yet?
stuck around.
Wow. That's
Doug
different.
Liman leaving thing is 4, and you could count 5 if you count Guillermo del Toro doing Justice League Dark.
Oh, I do, because
So
this was his project. That's the whole reason we got this
It
movie.
would be 5.
This movie is
guys
never
have
getting off
left,
the ground.
5 directors they've lost.
Yeah, like it's not like it's a Marvel mandate where they're like, do what we tell you or that's it.
Yeah, they're
DC
really
lets
have-
them reign and go.
Well, with so getting back to Justice League Dark and Doug Liman leaving the project, it says that his was similar to something else we read last week. It was a scheduling conflict. They want to move ahead on it, and he is going off to direct Chaos Walking, which has a green light and is ready to go in the summer, so he can't do it.
So why can't DC just wait? It's not like they need to push these things out. Their movies are shit
I
garbage
think
anyways.
just like I think just the process, like not that Justice League Dark is filming in the summer, but like he's not around to do the pre-production for the summer so that it could film next spring. If he's doing this movie from the summer to the till December, you know, he can't start until next year, which means he'll film the following. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I guess so.
So it's more of that type of thing.
I don't know. I don't even see this damn thing getting off the ground anyways. Like, their movies are barely borderline going, and
I think we're gonna get a lot of news at Comic-Con.
Oh, definitely.
To straighten all this. I'm hoping we do.
Oh yeah, I can't see them not releasing a bunch of information. Hey, here's what we're doing. Here's our new timeline. Blah blah blah. Because obviously, like, Flash still doesn't have a director.
Nope.
Like, no update on that story of the 3 they had. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you not, like...
Yeah, you have all that big
this movie's
push.
supposed to come
that
out...
big push of all those directors, and then
nothing.
And then it kind of sizzles away, and you're not getting anything.
And apparently Cyborg's still on track, so... Okay.
So
where does that push
future,
Green
though,
Lantern?
On track.
On track
That one has writers.
Yeah. Writers. Yeah, that worked out so well the first Green Lantern when they have writers.
Well, it's only 2.
That's much better than 18.
It's a team. But and then what do you got for us?
I have so the PlayStation Network, they released a bunch of their statistics and saying who they had and whatnot. So among active PlayStation users across all consoles, they have I seem to have lost the story. They have... What did I write earlier? Hang on. Sorry. Technical hiccup. I seem to have lost the information I wrote down, because writing it down would be helpful. And since I lost it, I guess we're just going to wing it some more.
Okay. So...
Quick vamp.
Well, you look for that.
Quick vamp.
I'll jump to the next story then.
Oh, there it is. Never mind, I found it.
Got it?
Yeah, the PlayStation Network has 70 active users among all consoles, and a third of them are paying for PlayStation Plus subscriptions. So that's just about 26.4 million PlayStation Plus subscribers, which that's a huge chunk of change for Plus.
Oh, yeah, for Plus.
That's like a shit ton of money. And 70 million active users on the network. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. And that, I think, anywhere between 50 and 60 of that is PlayStation 4s.
Yeah.
Like, that is a lot of PS4s.
So how many PS4s have they sold?
I think it was like 55 million last they did. Like, because Sony released some numbers, and then other times it's just guessing based on active subscriptions and what they get from dings when they like ding the network to see how many people are using it at any given time. So that was the like rough estimate, was about like 55 million.
That's how many PS4s have been sold.
Yeah. Their goal for the end of the year is to reach 78 hardware units, or 78 million hardware units sold. Wow. So they're on track to becoming one of the highest selling consoles.
Yes.
They're getting up there. Which is crazy because they barely came out of the PS3 on top. And then for some reason, well, we know the reason. Xbox came out and did a whole bunch of stupid shit at their last press conference for E3. And they were like, DMC this, or blah, 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 and always have to be online. And it was really bad. And everyone was like, you know what? We're going to go to PlayStation. And they did, because Xbox has been floundering their entire time, trying to play catch-up. Nintendo, too, but Nintendo's always playing catch-up.
Well, Nintendo.
Because you know what? Nintendo doesn't care. Nintendo does Nintendo. Like, this is a company, I'm just going to rag on Nintendo for a minute. This is a company that, for the NES Minis, did not release enough.
I know.
They had this thing where they're like, oh.
You know how many they could have sold?
I know, and they're so stupid because they're just like, well, we thought it was like a toy niche market that, like, if you really wanted it, you could buy. Well, motherfuckers, I really wanted one, and I can't find it.
The entire world wanted one.
They are selling for like $300 on eBay.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. Just let me buy the goddamn thing.
Yeah, if you can find one in a store, what are they, $80?
Yeah.
$80? And
yeah, 80 Canadian. Now. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So sticking with game news, in smart Microsoft news, they announced their Xbox Game Pass a while ago. And for those of you who don't know what it is, it's a Netflix-like subscription service, which for Xbox Gold members, and I guess non-Gold members, starting in June. Basically, each month games will cycle in and out of service, kind of like Netflix. And you can play them. It's kind of like the PlayStation Now. Where you can play games like a Netflix. So instead of watching a show, you just play the game.
Yeah, and you're
but
type of thing. Like you kind of are downloading it.
Well, that's the difference between these two. The PlayStation Now streams it, so there's no downloading. So you need a really fast internet to run PlayStation Now, and it's a great service. But even with our internet, it still fucking chugs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hardwired now, but through Wi-Fi, you're screwed. And for a lot of places, they don't have good Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So there's no way they're going to be able to play this stuff.
So is the Microsoft one?
Well, Microsoft, you download the games.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
and it's yours until it gets pulled from their lineup?
It's yours as long as...
Well, as long as you're paying for
as long as you're paying for it, you have it.
Until it gets pulled, like how Netflix takes stuff off, they change it out or whatever.
Yep.
And it's yours until they change it or until you stop paying.
Basically, yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's a really good service. They cycle out of service every month or every other month or so. And in addition to that, you can buy the game. It'll be available for a 20% discount of whatever the game is priced at that time.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah,
not
so
bad.
if you download it and you really like it and you want to keep playing it, let's say you don't beat it in time or whatever, you can buy it straight out for a discounted price. And they're not just throwing like fucking like Peggle on there.
Games.
Like, yeah, they've got like, so they got some big notable games. They got Halo 5 Guardians, which came out last year, I believe. NBA 2K16's on there. Mad Max, the Borderlands series, the BioShock franchise, which was just released as a remastered, so that's that one. And the first 3 Gears of War.
Not bad.
So all Xbox One owners actually will get their free trial for 14 days of the subscription. So I have a reason to turn on the Xbox now.
Turn on the Xbox and try that, yeah.
It's going to be like, what the hell? Actually, the only 2 times I've turned it on in, like, let's say the last 6 months is the one time you walked by and hit it by accident.
Yeah, I've turned it on a few times.
And when I hit it last week when we were hooking everything up for the podcast. So it'll get some use, which will be great. And we can get some more Nick tries, because I'm sure there'll be some games on there where we'll just be like, hey, let's try this out and see how you react to it. By the way, guys, You should check out our channel. We uploaded a bunch of new videos. 4 or 5. Excuse me, I hit puberty there real quick. We uploaded a Nick Tries. Nick tried Doom for the first time.
Did.
So you can go on there and
it.
see him try that and play it. It's pretty entertaining. There'll be more of those along the way. We'll get back to the news in a second. I just wanted to thank everyone who has gone on YouTube and our various social media accounts and actually boosted our numbers from where they were. All of our YouTube videos have increased ever so slightly, which I like to thank people for. You guys are kind of the reason we're sitting here still recording this, because I think if every video sat at 0, we probably wouldn't be doing them. But we do appreciate you guys, so we would appreciate if you keep liking, subscribing, watching, and let us know what you think. Obviously, don't count this week because we're just kind of winging it as we go. But this is what we do, and we appreciate you guys, so thank you. That was kind of it. Oh, actually, no, I have more game news. Trying to stay within the same topic realm here. So, Far Cry, they announced this week. You enjoyed Far Cry. You played Far Cry 4, right?
That was one I played?
Yeah. You enjoyed that, going around just doing random shit.
Yeah.
So,
no, I liked Far Cry.
Yeah, Far Cry's, I love Far Cry. It's so fun. You get to do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
And the stories are pretty decent, too. Even you kind of follow the story of the last one.
A little bit.
And you don't even like stories in games. So Far Cry 5, they showed off the trailer and new footage yesterday. A little bit different of a take on Far Cry. It's going to take place in America, and it comes out in February 28th, 2018, so sticking with what we said last week about it being out within a financial year. So you're going to take on the role of a junior deputy in Hope County, Montana. You're going to be embroiled in like an attempt takeover of the county by Project at Eden's Gate, a doomsday cult. You get this wide open world in the game version of Montana, and you can play by yourself or in a 2-player co-op game, which is pretty cool. I like when games allow you to do co-op.
Yeah, I like the co-op.
Yeah, so we might probably check it out. I'll definitely play it. Let's see here. Got the story. You basically what happens is in Hope County the cult kind of takes over, and you're kind of stuck in there. So I guess I'm trying to think of an example of like a project that would be like this. I'm not really thinking of it. Maybe The Village.
Maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, you're set in this Montana. It's a gated kind of thing. You're going through forests and farms and mountains and the rivers of Montana, so there'll probably be some bears and stuff, which are all... I love animals in Far Cry. Yeah. They're fun, because you can use them to attack people. So, I don't know if there's alligators in Montana, but... No? Crocodiles? No? Nothing up there? I want something big and vicious. Yeah, it's in Montana.
It's right under Canada.
Yeah. Alright, so we got some bears.
You'll have bears, yeah.
Okay, we'll take some bears. Well, it's their in-game version, so maybe there'll be some crocodiles.
I don't think so.
No,
maybe. For your hope, I'll leave you with hope.
I love using like ferocious animals that you can find to attack the in the game.
Like wolves.
Yeah, wolves that would be cool.
You would have wolves.
I love that. Well, hopefully there won't be any birds, because there was one bird in Far Cry that chased you around no matter where you went.
Bird.
Seriously, that one bird followed you fucking everywhere. You were in the goddamn Himalayas.
I was in a building and he fucking attacked me.
So again, they'll have playable vehicles. They'll have American muscle cars, big rigs, ATVs, boats, and planes. You have to fight for your survival while being able to recruit human and animal groups. So I don't like. Are you are you getting PETA?
Like a group of animals?
I have no idea. You just walk in there with
earlier.
Yeah, I read it earlier, and I was like, this makes no sense. You get like just a shit ton of squirrels.
Yeah, like how you can use like we're saying, you can use the wolves and the bears to your advantage.
A fucking army of squirrels.
An army of squirrels.
Attack. So yeah, that'll come out. It'll be good. I'll do well, just like every other Far Cry. People seem to love them because they're just open world destruction and mayhem. That's it for gaming news. Mm-hmm.
To movie news.
Yes.
Universal Pictures announced that they are rebooting the classic monster series, and it will be known as Dark Universe.
Ooh, good title.
Starting with the first movie that comes out next month, which is The Mummy. Starring Tom Cruise.
I'm still mad at that movie.
The studio also confirmed that the Invisible Man and Frankenstein's monster will be played by Johnny Depp and Javier Bardem, respectively. They join Tom Cruise as Nick Morton and Russell Crowe as Dr. Henry Jekyll.
Which is kind of cool. That's pretty good casting.
It is. But the next movie in the series, which is Bride of Frankenstein, doesn't come out until February 14th, 2019.
2000.
So, like... and I
beginning of the franchise and, like, over the franchise. Like, it is so
like, I brought up the story
far
it's
apart.
obviously news related, but I wanted to just throw out there, like, at what point are you starting a universe when, like, kind of like that, like... A universe should just happen, but now everything is a fucking universe.
But here's the thing. They've already cheated. They've already cheated because this is not their first attempt to bring this thing.
No, the first attempt was Dracula Untold.
Yeah,
which should have been unseen because it wasn't. No one should have seen it.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. It was better.
We watched it.
Yeah, it was. We watched it. Yeah.
No, we did.
No, it wasn't a bad movie.
It wasn't horrible.
It wasn't Hercules.
That movie was bad.
That's the worst rock movie I have ever seen.
Yeah, it was. It was such a bad movie.
Do not ever watch that. It's not even a good bad film.
It's not even, sometimes bad
so
movies
good
are
it's
just fun
bad,
to watch,
or so
like, that's
bad it's good. Yeah,
watch
no.
Save yourself the hour. And it wasn't a long movie.
You want to do something for an hour? Take a nap. Honestly, do it. Watch paint dry.
Yeah.
More entertaining.
That was just not a good movie.
No, it sucked. Back to the
Dracula Untold wasn't horrible.
No, it wasn't.
But yes, it was their first attempt. It didn't hit the market they wanted, so they kind of just were like, okay, that's just the movie.
Yeah,
we're gonna start again with The Mummy. So I'm just. Do you think if Mummy doesn't work well, do they start again with Bride of Frankenstein, or now are they committed to this?
No, I think they're fully committed to it.
They've released this teaser trailer.
Well,
of, the Dark Universe and everything, and I think they're more committed this time than they were with Dracula.
I'm so jaded for the Mummy movie, I just don't care.
Just because of
I did not know until you told me that it was a reboot of the Mummy franchise.
Well, what did you think it was?
I thought it was just a movie starring the Mummy, the Universal Mummy. I did not know that the first Brendan Fraser flicks
were those.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought they were just a Mummy movie starring Brendan Fraser, and those first two are awesome. Third one sucks, but much like every other third movie. But I just thought it was that. Now that I know that it's a reboot of that, I'm just still fucking pissed. Because I'm just like, no, those movies are those movies for a reason. It's like any other thing you see rebooted that shouldn't be. I think this is... If I had not known that, I probably would have been like, oh, cool, a Mummy movie starring thing with the Universal Mummy. I did not know they were all part of the same collective thing.
Yeah.
So when I saw the trailer for Tom Cruise... He's all fucking serious and shit, and I'm like, this is not the Mummy, I'm fucking done. I wrote the movie off immediately. And I don't usually do that unless it's an X-Men movie.
No, with an X-Men movie, you just write off to be like a 5.
Yeah.
You just know it's not going to... There's a ceiling with an X-Men movie. That's all that means.
The only movie I actually just write off is Pitch Perfect. I usually shit on Harry Potter, but this week I'm going to go on Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. New franchise.
Oh, what else happened? We had the trailer for Spider-Man, the last one.
Yeah, which you tricked me into watching 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, which
I just want to point that out.
I hadn't watched it. And
no,
I
had no
YouTube.
Yeah, I had no intention of watching that because I'm so tired of movies, like not just showing everything, like in terms of like trailers, but just fucking showing everything in terms of here's 6 trailers, here's 3 different cuts. And here's TV cuts. And here's 85 promotional promotional images. You can fucking piece the movie together with your own sound by the time the movie comes out.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot.
I'm fucking done
with
it.
The movie looks good.
That being said, the trailer wasn't that bad.
Trailer wasn't bad.
No.
But I have some issues with it.
I think I'm doing that thing where I did with Turtles and Power Rangers, is that I just love Spider-Man so much. I'm pointing to the thing for those watching. There's a picture behind me of Spider-Man. I'm just like, it's Spider-Man, it's going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, I know it will be.
I want it to be
but
good.
I'm just not liking some of the aspects.
Well, I was saying
the
this
MCU
earlier
part
before we
being
started.
forced into
Yeah,
it.
before
It just
recording.
seems like it's shoehorned into it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I was saying earlier before we started recording that I think that because there's already 5 Spider-Man movies, the 3 with Tobey and then the 2 with Andrew, that they have to do something so drastically different. And Marvel knows they can bank on their extended universe and Iron Man to sell a movie regardless of if Spider-Man can already sell himself.
well, I was just like I mentioned, like I was comparing it to like Doctor Strange. There's a character that no one sees, no one knows a shit fucking thing about.
Well, Ant-Man
But
too in that regard.
Well, Ant-Man too, but the movie comes out
Yeah.
and it does well. It's the first introduction to the character.
Yeah.
There's some subtle things that are like bigger world MCU, like know he's in the world with everyone else, but it's very self-contained.
Oh shit, I just thought of a story.
This just feels like it's every other. This seems like it's no different than like an Iron Man or a Cap movie, which which Iron Man and Captain America, their movies are all movies. Like their movies spread across the entire universe, and now Spider-Man's doing the same thing, but not because Spider-Man's spreading. It's because Iron Man has spread over into Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Where I'm like,
I think they just wanted to take the biggest bank they have.
I'm not liking the suit, really. I didn't like the idea that it talks to him. And
I was like, it was designed by Tony.
Yeah.
It's the Iron Spider suit based off the comic.
Yeah.
So I already made my peace with that a long time ago.
I wasn't a big fan of that when I saw that.
I knew that was going to be it. So I'm just like, okay, that's fine. I was a little weirded out. There was that one scene in the trailer where like it's all big and shit, and then he hits
that button,
and I'm like, okay, that's so when he gets older, it works, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's
part
fine.
looked kind of cool.
Yeah, it just threw me off at first, but
like I'm just not a fan of just the influence of the MCU, and like it seems like they're gonna find ways to tie everything back to that.
I'm thinking that we may not see as much of Iron Man and Tony as it's letting on to be.
Maybe.
The movie's probably going to be an hour and a half, and I don't think most of that is going to be Tony. I think there'll be cut scenes here and there with him in it, but I think they're just using, for the most part, to promote the movie. They're like, hey, look, we got Spider-Man. Oh, but look, Iron Man's here. Isn't that cool? You didn't see the last Amazing Spider-Man movie, even though it was good, but look, we got Iron Man.
Yeah,
that's how I assume they talk, network executives.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just like I said. I'm obviously going to see the movie. But
oh, definitely.
There were just some.
It's got that Marvel thing on the front, right?
Yeah, it has that red logo. There was just some trailer issues and story issues, and I'm like, I'm just like, do you need to do that with Spider-Man though?
You don't.
Do it with these
you
other
don't.
characters that should have had something.
Yeah,
and they were very successful. Why are you doing it with Spider-Man?
I think they just had to do something so drastically different that this is what they decided to go with.
Yeah. So,
I thought of a story before you go on to whatever you had there. While you were just talking about expanded universe stuff, there was the article. As you know, I don't know about everyone else. They're changing the Tower of Hollywood Terror or whatever the hell it is to the Guardians ride.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Yeah,
no. Yeah. They've been doing it for a
Tower
while.
of Terror?
Yeah. They're turning it into some Guardians elevator ride.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the internet's
Fuck
collective.
them in their asshole.
Well, see, here's the thing. This week, they did a lot of work on it, and I guess they showed off some pictures of stuff that's inside of it, kind of like like the collector.
Yeah.
In glass cases like that. Mm-hmm. And there was 2 big, like, not, hey, these might come here, but just kind of Easter egg things. Mm-hmm. It's, Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah.
His hammer, I think it's Stormbreaker.
Okay.
And some Atlantean tablet for Namor.
Oh, I did see that. I didn't know what you were. I saw those pictures. Didn't know what they were about.
I knew the hammer because Beta Ray Bill is awesome because he's a robot horse thing named Beta Ray Bill with a hammer. Mm-hmm. I pretty much does the identical thing to Thor, and I guess like James Gunn was there and he did work on it. Mm-hmm. So they tweeted about it, him saying that he was there because people are like, oh, he wasn't there. He's like, yeah, I was there. I had influence in the ride and what's going to be on it. Not saying that the ride is canon or anything, But it was just cool to see the hammer and the Atlantean tablets from Atlantis and Namor.
That is cool, but still, why fuck that? Why couldn't they just make a new ride?
Because it's Disney.
I guess.
And Disney has a long history of either revamping rides or just abandoning shit.
Yeah.
But who knows? I just thought that was cool. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to see those, because I think Namor is tied up with...
Namor is in that weird area.
Yeah, he can be used, but he can't be. He might be. I don't know. Stormbreaker and
okay that one. That's above even Feige's head.
Yeah, and Beta Ray Bill obviously they could use. He may, who knows? He could show up in Ragnarok, which would be kind of cool because they did kind of use him, I think, in that story a bit in the animated one because they couldn't use the Silver Surfer, which they can't use the Silver Surfer.
No,
he's with Fox for the Fantastic Four stick. God, that movie is so bad. Anyways, that was just a little tidbit I thought of while you mentioned Expanded Universe. I know we got some other stories, so we'll just jump to those.
Yeah. I just wanted to. The last and final story is the X-Men New Mutants details were revealed.
Oh God, that movie's gonna bomb.
To be a horror movie with no superhero costumes.
Which, like, fuck you. Honestly. I know Fox has a bad habit of getting costumes that look like shit.
Well, I read the article and I was like, have we seen a Fox superhero costume anyway? So, like, no big fucking deal or surprise.
Well, in the first...
Besides Deadpool,
well, no, but in the first...
did a costume yet.
No, in the first set of flicks, they used the...
they all wore leather jackets that they bought at
but those were the Morrison 2000 X-Men line. They all wore... Oh, no, wait. That might have been influenced by that.
I think it was.
Yeah, you're right. It was influenced by that.
They all got,
my bad.
They all got black leather outfits from
Which,
a biker gang.
Again,
okay.
I understand in terms of translating costumes to screen.
But what I'm saying is, like, I'm not surprised that they're fucking us on the costumes.
I'm wholeheartedly not surprised.
Deadpool, they have fucked us in every movie for
But here's the thing, the first class outfits are the fucking outfits the New Mutants wear. So just fucking wear those, you morons. Like, and the fucking plot synopsis, it's a fucking horror movie set
held in a secret facility against their will.
I copied and pasted that
have
too.
to battle the dangers of their powers as well as the sins of their past.
Which they're fucking 17 years old.
Save themselves.
That's the fucking tagline for heroes. Like, how I don't understand. First of all, what?
And there's no. It says
what horrors and sins of the past do they have because they're like 15? Like,
and then it says we are making a full-fledged horror movie set within the X-Men universe. There are no costumes. There are no supervillains. We're trying to do something very, very different.
So they made the fucking Cube.
So no,
you know that movie?
Fighting against no.
It's a movie where they all get trapped in this giant cube, and as they like try to figure out all the different, like, it's a fucking huge, massive cube, and inside the cube is little cubes, and each one is a room. And as they go into various rooms, different traps and shit happen, and you have to try to figure out escape, but it moves all at the same time.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And I'm like, that's pretty much what I thought of when I thought of this movie.
So moving on, it goes. Their next quote is a darker and more surreal, impressionistic view of the X-Men series than we've ever seen before. It felt like Stephen King meets John Hughes. And I have an issue with this John Hughes thing because...
You hate John Hughes?
Well, I do. I hate John Hughes with a passion. And there were a lot of issues. His name popped up a lot during Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Again, I have issues with Spider-Man because of that.
Because of John Hughes.
And I'm just wondering, like, John Hughes was huge in 84, 88.
Yeah, that...
You ever go and watch Breakfast Club now? Or
Yeah.
St. Elmo's Fire and all those other ones? Have you watched those now?
Breakfast Club, not bad. St. Elmo's Fire, I haven't watched in years. 16 Candles, I haven't fucking watched.
Like, you go... but even taking the biggest one, which is Breakfast Club, and watching it today... doesn't really resonate.
No, because
people aren't the way they are anymore because we actually have matured and are more accepting of it. You know what I mean? To an extent.
Oh, I know. I'm just
right, but like,
comedy.
So how much of his name weighs down 30 fucking years later that we're making movies that they should have done with that vibe then when it was more relevant?
Yeah.
I just don't think his name and those sets of movies are relevant for the time that they're coming out.
You know what? Neither is fucking Stephen King.
Yeah, neither Stephen King. Who the fuck... Mention Stephen King to anyone 20 and under, 25, they won't know. Like,
no, because there's that It movie coming out, right?
Yeah.
Looks fucking terrifying, but no one knows what the fuck it is because they don't know who Stephen King is.
Actually, he's that guy. Going back to a previous story I mentioned. I forgot
Oh yeah, he's up for the running for Dark.
He's up to replace Lyman in
which I bet
Dark.
you if It bombs, they'll take him out of the running too.
Yeah, but like that wouldn't be fair because it has a niche audience. Like you're not looking for a massive return. When
No,
you make
but
It.
if they can get that like
well, you're looking for a critical when you make It. You're looking more. Like
you're looking
reviews.
for The Purge and shit. What was those movies with the found footage?
Saw?
No. There was like 8 of them, and they started off kind of decent. Paranormal, yeah. You're looking for that kind of numbers. They did all right near the end, so I think they're looking for those kind of numbers. Mm-hmm. At least I would hope. I hope they're not hoping for comic book.
And like, what would New Mutants be looking for based on when they're going for a horror type movie? Like, I
don't know.
What are they looking at when they're like?
And
what market are they going for?
So this kind of ties into it. I know we mentioned this was the last story, but Gifted. Mm-hmm. We watched the trailer there, and it seems an interesting show. I'm going to check it out definitely because it does look interesting. It does look good. All the characters, at least actor wise, seem decent. Mm-hmm. But there's that line in the trailer. We don't even know if the X-Men or Brotherhood are still around. So what?
Like what?
Where does this movie fall? Where does the TV show fall?
Because is it a line to just get them out of ever tying to the movies? Where like in the TV world they don't exist?
Yeah, because as we've pointed out, the X-Men franchise and their timeline is more fucked up. You know what has a more coherent timeline? Dr. Goddamn Who.
Yes.
And that's saying something. Mm-hmm. But X-Men had no fucking clue. The way they did fucking time travel and the movie timeline, it is so ass backwards, it can't tell its head from its ass.
No, it can't.
Like, and some of it's retcon and some of it isn't. Some counts, some doesn't.
I think all of it is. I think all 3 movies were retconned after Futures Past, which erased 1, 2, and 3, not just 3. Some people thought that's how they got away with erasing 3, like Last Stand. But others say,
I heard they kept 1 and 2, half of 1, half of 2.
I heard everything got erased.
Yeah, see, here's the thing: they have no fucking clue. So until we get a definitive timeline,
there's no way that because the next set,
they don't add up.
Yeah, like
especially
Dark Phoenix,
with
which is like supposed to be the next one.
Yeah,
which would be like the first of a new trilogy. You know, because it's the 4th one. That's supposed to take place in the 90s now, based on what because they keep.
And then if decades. The other one took place in the 2000s,
99.
Yeah,
X-Men came out in 99, maybe 2000.
Yeah, it was 2000.
It was 2000.
2001. 2000.
Oh, I don't think it was 2000.
No, there was 2000
or 2000.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense. Like their timeline is fucked. And then a couple days later, we got the. Rosario Dawson.
I like Rosario Dawson.
I was like, why is she in this?
I like Rosario Dawson, but what the hell is she doing in this movie? Yeah. She is in 4 Netflix series, soon to be 5.
Yeah.
What the hell is she doing? And she's not playing.
She's only in talks to play.
Yeah.
So hopefully it doesn't go through.
I like her, but I don't know what she's doing.
But I'm like, cast someone else.
There is like
you said, she's already a part of the
MCU. It's the same thing
on 4 fucking Netflix shows.
It's like you just said about fucking Tom Cruise and Johnny Depp and Javier
Bardem.
They're in fucking everything.
Yeah, cruises and everything. They all are.
Find some new fucking actors. Mm-hmm. Is everyone busy? You're casting the same fucking people to do 85 things.
Yeah.
What the hell?
We
got Tom Hardy as Venom.
The article until before we started filming because I saw the one the other day about her being in it. But my initial thought
she has mutant powers and everything. I don't know.
It has to be someone else that you can call into this. So I think that's all we have.
That is it for the news. Goodbye. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Now